Have you ever considered how we define things, or even ourselves? We often assume there is a fixed, unchanging essence to everything, a core truth that makes something what it is. This way of thinking influences how we categorize people, ideas, and even natural phenomena, often without us even realizing it. Anti-essentialism challenges these deeply ingrained essentialist ideas by arguing that categories, identities, and meanings are not fixed, inherent, or universal. Instead, it suggests they are constructed, fluid, and deeply dependent on their specific context. It shifts our understanding from an unchangeable core to a constantly evolving landscape of meaning. The core of essentialism lies in the belief that certain qualities are intrinsic and necessary to define a particular entity or group. For example, an essentialist viewpoint might claim that all women share an inherent, natural characteristic, or that a nation possesses an unchanging spirit. Anti-essentialism directly confronts this by asserting that these qualities are not natural or biologically determined. Rather, they are products of specific historical periods, cultural narratives, and social forces. It encourages us to ask, who defined this when and for what purpose? This perspective systematically questions the very notion of a single, immutable truth, especially concerning human identity and social groupings. It highlights how categories are often deployed to uphold existing power dynamics, rather than merely reflecting an objective reality. Applying an anti-essentialist lens encourages a rich form of critical thinking. It prompts us to examine the origins and implications of various categories we use every day. You can practice this by deconstructing a common concept. Ask yourself what assumptions underpin its current definition, and how those assumptions might have changed over time or vary across different cultures. This approach helps us recognize the inherent fluidity of identities and concepts, understanding that they are not static but are constantly being negotiated and redefined. It provides a powerful tool for resisting oppressive categorizations and for imagining new possibilities for identity and social organization. This perspective has strong ties to post-structuralist thought, with influential figures like Michel Foucault and Jacques Derrida exploring these ideas in depth. They investigated how language and discourse do not merely describe a pre-existing reality, but actively shape and construct our understanding of it. This ties closely into the concept of social constructivism, where elements of social reality, such as knowledge, morality, and even personal identity, are understood as products of social agreement and human interaction, rather than being discovered as objective truths. This deepens our appreciation for the complex interplay between language, power, and perception. Ultimately, anti-essentialism does not deny the existence of reality, but rather questions the idea of a single, objective, predetermined reality waiting to be uncovered. It fosters intellectual flexibility and cultivates a profound awareness of how meaning is continuously negotiated and contested within various social, cultural, and historical frameworks. This critical lens empowers us to better understand, challenge, and even reshape the fundamental assumptions that govern our world.